Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the newly released patch notes for version 1.2.2 of AFK Journey released on the Vietnam server. So just keep in mind that the dates mentioned here are for the Vietnam server. Likely global is going to be later, but we have the information of the upcoming additions to the game. I'm at the AFK Analytica Discord server. I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video. So let's begin reading. In order to improve your game experience, the server will undergo maintenance on October 12th. The major updates added the new guild battle event, Clashfronts. Guilds with level 2 or higher and more than 10 members are eligible to participate. Team up with guildmates to earn generous rewards. For more event details, check in-game. And as for the new guild event, Clashfronts, we have information from the in-game event info. So, the new guild battle event, Clashfronts, will launch after October 12th update. Rally your guildmates to fight for the ultimate prize, and October 12th after the update until November 8th. This Clashfronts event consists of 4 games. Each game will have 4 guilds matched within the same district based on specific criteria. I'm assuming they're gonna match the strongest guilds together, or like the activity. Somehow that is going to be the matching. After each game, guild members will earn rewards based on their individual performance and their guild's ranking. Okay, so 2 forms of rewards, one for your own performance and then one for your overall guild's ranking. Guilds will be promoted, demoted, or remain in their tier accordingly. At the end of all 4 games, an extra reward will be given based on the guild's final tier. Okay, so in total, they're going to be 4 games. You're going to be matched in total. 4 guilds are going to be matched together. You will be one of them. And then depending on your performance, guilds will be promoted or demoted. And then you will rise to the top of the ranking. And it will be competing within your district. Okay, this is really exciting. Okay, moving on to the next screenshot. Each Clashfronts game has 3 stages: preparation, deployment, and battle. Guild leaders or vice leaders can appoint members as the guild's vanguards. Vanguards can deploy up to 5 groups of heroes, which can be selected for vanguard skirmishes when fighting to capture a grid. Other members can deploy 3 groups and participate only in free-for-all battles. So it looks like you're going to be appointing your strongest members as the vanguards. They're going to have 5 groups as compared to 3, and they're going to be participating into vanguard skirmishes. Capturing a grid seems more impactful than the free-for-all battles. But okay, so this is going to be interesting. We don't know how many vanguards there are going to be. During the deployment stage, participating guild members can deploy their groups of heroes on grids adjacent to their base. If groups from different guilds are deployed on the same grid, they will engage in battle in the next stage. So you don't know where the opponents are deploying their wow. Okay, so I think you're going to be deploying heroes on grids adjacent to their base. I feel like there's the vanguards that you're going to be deploying, and then if you happen to be deployed on the same grid, they will engage in a battle in the next stage. And how many teams can you deploy onto your single grid? Like, is it unlimited? Like, you could just go all of your vanguards, all of your teams into one grid, or is there some limit? And yeah, there's definitely going to be a priority of which ones to prioritize. Guild leaders and vice leaders can assign a vanguard's group for vanguard skirmish battles during this stage. The battle stage has 2 phases: vanguard skirmish and free-for-all. Winning the vanguard skirmish grants extra occupation points, while winning the free-for-all battles gives occupation points based on the grids occupied. Yeah, so definitely occupying the grids are more important, because basically the number of grids you have and own is going to be a multiplier for the amount of points you will generate from winning free-for-all battles. So first you'll want to try to win the vanguard skirmishes, get as many bases as possible, or grids, and then use your free-for-all battles to amplify your points. Wow, so this is amazing. I'm really excited for this. Now we'll continue reading through the rest of the patch notes. Added the Waves of Intrigue, Season Clan Reputation Water White's Clan Quest series. Okay, so Clan Reputation quests are coming back, like with Kruger in the previous season. And this is also going to be a way that we can unlock one of the artifacts, seasonal artifacts. After completing the main quest, which we have if we've been playing from day 1, Immortal Showdown, and side quests started afresh, players can access reputation quests via the prayer book to raise clan reputation level and earn great rewards. Added the preset formation feature, available in the preparation page or resonating hall. Players can share formation ideas with friends. This is a really cool thing. Now, this is good for, like, for example, if you want to share with your guildmates your formation for the Glyphshade boss, for example, or your formation for the Necrodraken team if it isn't on the Necrodraken day, or your formation for the Primal Lord, because then maybe people can copy this formation and use it. I'm also hoping that this can be kind of like a preset thing for especially Crystal Clash. I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but like I have to keep refielding my teams, and it's like I could have just had preset teams and instantly put them all in together because I pretty much use the same teams. Here's another big point, and this is what we were talking about in the past about the season store. They're adding Almas and Ludovic Soulstorms to the season store, which means almost definitely we're gonna get all the heroes from the Song of Strife season. We're not even 1 month into this season, and already Almas and Ludovic are going to be added, and I'm expecting maybe every month or every big update them to keep being added. So if you don't have Almas at Supreme Plus, this is your chance. He is a priority purchase from the shop, one of the top priorities, honestly. So save up your tokens, get Almas to Supreme Plus. This is a really good way of doing that. And you can buy 16 copies of him per month, just like with Soren, I'm assuming. Experience optimizations. Added a battle skip feature in Supreme Arena for skipping battles after 2 wins or losses. That is a good quality of life thing, because you don't want to sit there for your final loss after you've lost 2 times. It is really like demoralizing. Added a battle skip feature in Guild Supremacy. That is also good to make it a bit faster. Added season growth trial quests. Okay, more quests are coming. Added crafting from Magic Charm 4 and 5. Awesome. I didn't know if we were going to get this because as of right now, we can only craft level 2 and level 3 Magic Charms. So 4 and 5 means we're going to be able to even craft up to the Mythic tier. Which means probably then we're going to even be able to... Okay, no, it doesn't say the Mythic Plus charms, like V Plus. Because I think there's a standard V, and then there's a more upgraded one that has another bonus if you can have 3 of the same type equipped. So we don't know about that right now. Added a quick claim feature for season handbook rewards. Okay, that's useful. Added icon name displays to the mini-map. Cool, you can know who people are, not just their profile picture. Added detailed recruitment probabilities in the Noble Tavern. This change refines the rules text without altering the actual recruitment probabilities. So they're going to be a bit more transparent or clear in their explanation of your rates with your recruitment. Increase the floor difference limit between faction towers and legend trial from 20 to 30. Okay, so you can, I guess if you're 30 behind even now on one of the faction towers, you'll be able to still be able to push. Okay, reduce the cooldown for season faction talent resets. That is definitely, that's an amazing thing. This is something we really want, especially because you have to wait a whole week to reset it. And if you use a reset ticket, then you have to wait another week for your free one. Optimize various guild features. Players retain activeness after changing guilds. This is really important because otherwise they miss out on activeness. And if there's activeness distributed guild chests, it can hurt them. Transferring guild leadership will notify the affected guild members. Significantly reduce the cooldown for sending guild mail. And increase the character limit for guild mail. That is a good thing as well. Right now there was quite a short character limit, and then it was difficult to send explanation oriented messages. You had to be really concise. Optimize the visual design of the defense map Arena 3. It's funny that we have Arena 3 is the most used arena map in my opinion, and now they're optimizing the design. I think it's a good thing because when you look at that map, like you'd think you would be able to go around the back of that wall, but you can't. You're like locked off from one side and you're kind of trapped there, and I never understood it until recently. Optimize the cosmetics preview interface with some cosmetics now displayed only after obtaining or owning them. Optimize squad member following issues during auto route. Optimize the guide for Bestial Brawl. Okay, update the version guide in the season handbook. Remove the secondary confirmation pop-up for certain mode features. That is good. I hope it's like the auto battle stuff because it keeps popping up. It says it will pop up after 7 days if you tick the box, but for some reason it feels like it's popping up more than that. Lifted restrictions preventing certain Android and iOS devices from enabling ultimate animation. That is good for manual pushing AFK stages. Enable AFK auto progress in energy saver mode. Awesome. Added a new tier for camera distance, expanding options from close and far to close, medium, and far. Widen the ranking range for reward tiers in guild supremacy mode. That's a really good thing as well. So basically overall more rewards for everyone from that change. Combat mechanics. Dream on Boss King Croaker. Optimize the description of the tail smash skill. The actual effect remains unchanged. Soren Silent Fury. Fix an issue where damage did not correctly increase when the ultimate was leveled up to 3. Okay. Now, Wrathful Wraith. fixed an issue with the skill Phantom Chains not properly pulling the target to Nara in certain situations. I still don't think that means you're going to be able to pull Enlightened like unaffected enemies, but this is probably that there were some weird interactions which would cause her not to pull even a target which should be pullable. Diona fixed an issue with the skill Starry Void not hitting the target correctly in some cases. Dunlinger fixed an issue where the skill Clemency Chime sometimes did not prompt correctly about which ally would be shielded during preparation, while maintaining the same effect during combat. Oh, so sometimes it would show you something in the like pre-screen of the battle while you're setting up, and then it would actually be a different target in the battle. OD Desert Defense, so that's fixed. Fixed an issue with Heart Crusher sometimes did not trigger correctly when OD was the prime carrier of the Lightbearer Season Faction talent, although I don't think running OD as Lightbearer Season Faction talent buff tile is a good option, but anyway, Parissa optimized the text of certain skill descriptions with no changes to their actual effects. Okay, bug fix. Fixed an issue in Arena, Supreme Arena, where Brian and Iron had different ultimate casting orders when both were deployed in symmetrical positions, regardless of whether they were on the offensive or defensive side. Okay, so they're going to be exactly the same cast order. Fixed an inconsistency in the skill target selection criteria for the rearmost and frontmost in Arena and Supreme Arena between two characters in the same row, where their priority differed based on whether they were played offensively or defensively. Please refer. Okay, this is important. This is going to be a change because right now in your defense formations, actually the rearmost should be in the upper left, right? If you know what I'm saying. But they consider the rearmost the upper right, which is actually technically lower in position on the defense side. But now I think they're changing it to actually make more logical sense. But we're going to have to look at the skill description for that. Fixed a brief delay issue when the prime carrier of the Mulder season received the unaffected status, because this is one of the upgrades you get from leveling up the Mulder tree. Fixed a discrepancy in the skill description of the Graveborn season faction talent, which stated that stats only increase by assisting or defeating non-summoned units. The description now aligns with the actual effect, ensuring it does not affect players' formation compositions. So it's a skill description change. Okay, I don't know what they're meaning by that. We'll have to see. Fixed an issue where the talent trials sometimes fail to record the player's last used formation. That is good because then we can copy formations more. Fixed an issue where some tier 2 talent points in the season faction talent could be activated without the required tier 1 talent points. Yeah, I think this relates to the Celestial Hypogean tree. There's one tile, like, buff from the Celestial Hypogean tree, upgrading from, like, for example, 2 second stun to 2.25 second stun for the light buff tile carrier. And if you didn't upgrade the 1.5 to, like, 1.75 in the past, where you get this upgrade, like, it didn't make full sense. Maybe it's relating to that. Fixed an issue where using the talent reshaper also reset the cooldown of the season faction talent. Yeah, this is a really big thing. I'm happy about that, and I'm happy they've changed it because it didn't make sense to me that your free weekly reset would get reset whenever you use your tickets. Fixed an issue where player could see others moving boats on land in certain situations. In order to deal with the artifact that enhances a specific hero now boosts all the strongest instances of that hero rather than all instances. Okay, so rather than having 2 Sylvenas on the field, 2 Sylvenas with Pale Crown. That is what people are running. That is no longer going to work. Only the strongest will get the effect. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and this is some really interesting information. I can't wait to see the guild mode, most importantly. Let me know your thoughts in the description of this video, and if you want to talk with me more, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. It is in the description of all my videos, the link to that, and I am quite responsive there. I check it regularly and I can respond to questions and we can talk about stuff. But thank you for watching, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.